Hello! Sound like Miss Doubtfire? I don't know. I keep putting that right there, and I forget that the camera can see it. We are back and forth with rainstorms here. I know it doesn't much look like it, but the hurricane's coming down on us. And I'm getting spotty Wi-Fi. So if it buffers or cuts out, let me know. I'm trying to pull the stream up so I can see it. There it is. Hey there, Beverly. I'm sorry I missed yours yesterday. I'm trying to pull up my Twitter so I can tweet this thing out. And then I'll be able to read what you guys say. Bum, 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 bum. I'm live. Weather permitting. Let's network. And cut and paste and tweet, and now I can come back here. Ty, what's going on? Beverly's here. South Florida Explorer is here. Let me fix my laptop. I'm not looking at the camera because I'm looking at my laptop. No problem. It wasn't very great anyway. I noticed in some of your tweets you seemed a little depressed, Beverly. I'm not sure what's going on, but I hope today's better than yesterday. I would have totally seen it. I've got a whole bunch of groups going on right now for watch time, even watch time. Uh, most people go to the video and they watch for a minute or two because they have busy lives. And we're not getting the watch time we want. Everybody looks at their analytics and it says you got 7 views and 81 minutes of watch time. I hear that from just about everybody. So I started gathering together people about 24 hours ago. I literally sent one tweet and I've got 54 or 55 people that are all trying small groups of 5 so that they can go and let the music play, so to speak. We're taking all of our videos and putting them into 10 video playlists, playlist 1, playlist 2, playlist 3, so forth and so on, so that when we go to sleep at night, we can just hit the playlist button and let 10 videos play while we're asleep. So you get total watch time for your videos. So for the last 24 hours, I've been running around like a chicken with his head cut off in front of a hurricane in my mobile studio when I'm supposed to be storm chasing, trying to get these groups together and get a few channels taken care of. Thankfully, I can set up my laptop and pull up 10 different videos simultaneously. So if I go to a channel and it has 100 videos and they're all 10 minutes long or so, like I just did, I can roll through an entire channel in about 3 or 4 hours. So I'm giving total watch time to people that are supportive to me, and then they're supporting each other and getting your watch time up. So it's been kind of crazy, but I didn't get a chance to go live yesterday. For those of you that don't know, I'm down here in Florida. I'm close to Orlando at the moment. And I've been here for the last couple of days waiting for Hurricane Dorian to show up, and it's just not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So there we are. Jennifer is here. How are you? How are you? Laura's here. Well, bless your heart. Indeed, Ty, very cool. What have you been up to, Miss Ty? Just realized you're perfectly flawed and it's all good. We're all flawed. The last person I heard about that was perfect did some kind of walk on water or some, I don't know, I wasn't there, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Seems like there's a lot of depression rolling around. A couple of people I've spoken to today, including at least one person in the room, and there's not even that many people here, is kind of depressed today. Kind of depressed a lot lately. I'm hoping that the storm shifts and does a complete 180 and heads back the heck out the way it came. But those of you that have been keeping up with me for the last week, the reason that I'm taking this little trip in my little micro camper was because this hurricane seemed different from minute one, and I've been watching hurricanes and storms for 25 years. So I decided I was going to chase it down a little bit, and the weatherman kept changing everything, saying, "Well, it's going to go north," and for the last 2 days, and then every day I can't believe it's still heading due west. Now, if you watch the latest advisory, it's funny because they show a little wobble in the eye wall, which just means that it's rebuilding the eye wall, and they're going, "You see that? It's only moving a mile an hour forward, but we have that slight northerly turn." They're totally full of crap, saying that now it's on a northwestern track. Well, if it's only gone 6 miles in the last 6 hours and it hasn't changed, don't try to BS the people and tell them that it's going north yet. It's not going north yet. In fact, I don't know if she's here, but Ange is over on that coast right now. Angie's Adventures, and she keeps posting advisories every few hours, and uh, real worried about her being over there, and of course anybody else that's over there, because until they show a sizable difference, they keep claiming it's going to go from 1 mile an hour forward motion to back to 20 miles an hour in a few hours, and they don't frankly know what the heck they're talking about. So Kill Hut, what's up, you nut? Anthony Benson, that's a name I haven't seen before. I wish we was out of Banger. That's only the beginning. Out of danger. Yeah, well, what I feel sorry most for is not the people in Florida right now, but for the people that have been getting completely mowed down for the last 36 hours over in the Bahamas. It's just sitting on top of the Bahamas, and it's relentless. And everybody has this thing where they look at the eye wall. So, well, this is where the eye wall is going to be. The storm is 300 miles wide. It's 150 miles on both sides of the eye wall. The eye wall is not what's important. It's the 120 mile an hour winds that extend for 80 miles on both sides that are just taking out the Bahamas like a weed whacker in your yard. It's crazy that people do not understand what's going on. They see it, it looks scary. You got a buzzsaw the size of Florida coming to Florida, and they don't understand that the eye wall, for those of you that don't know anything about hurricanes, the eye wall is where you want to be, because the eye wall is usually 20 to 50 miles in a circle, and it's almost dead calm in there. It's just a light, breezy day, clear. There's no clouds. You can see the hurricane in every direction. But the eye wall is not what you care about. It's the eye wall liner, which is where they get the highest wind speeds from. And then for 80 miles on each side of it, that's where the horror is. And it's just destroying the Bahamas completely right now. Crying as per. Somebody needs to get Laura some happy drugs, because she is on an emotional roller coaster. It's utter devastation in the Bahamas. It amazes me. We're getting some footage out of the Bahamas, and of course they have to go to the rich part of the Bahamas where the expensive houses are and whatnot. And they're not showing where the actual Bahamians live, which was already not great. I can't imagine what it's going to look like in a couple of days when that thing finally leaves. It's literally like putting your hand in a wood chopper and then just holding it there and pushing it in until your whole body goes in the wood chipper. Cobra, what's going on, Craig? I'm good. Hope your boys are asleep. I think your youngest one messaged me a little while ago and said he was supposed to be in bed, but I was gonna hold this off till 9. Disabled Disney had one scheduled for 6, which is Florida time, 6 p.m. And I am dodging rainstorms around here, so I kind of had to go when I needed to go. So I gave them an hour, so I wouldn't be stepping on their toes. So I don't even know who's going to be showing up. I just figure I'm bored. I'm facing a hurricane. I'm being overwhelmed with these watch time groups. and I just needed to take a few minutes just to chill and actually do like nothing but maybe talk to you guys. So I have no idea, Beverly, what kind of refuge they could actually find there when you have a monster saw blade tearing down an island and flooding it at the same time. See, that's another thing people don't understand. In the United States, and I'm sure in other countries, we have areas where we get high tornado activity. And you go in your basement or you have a shelter underground, that kind of thing. The Bahamas are a sand dune. It's an island built of sand. And you're only a few feet, and I mean, 3, 4, 5 feet above sea level. So when you have 20-foot waves pounding in on a 6 foot tall island, there's not, you can't go down. You have to go up. So, in Florida and other places and in the islands, when they build the new construction, they build them on stilts basically, so the water can go underneath of the structure without tearing it down. So they literally have beating the hell out of everything and flooding the island at the same time, except for the heat. From what I understand from the Bible, I couldn't imagine hell being any worse. I really couldn't. And I just don't think that there's anything they can do but try to hold on. I heard yesterday that a 7-year-old boy drowned. Well, I heard that this morning at about 4 a.m. I was checking out the 2 a.m. advisory. And we have at least one little boy that died, which really sucks. I couldn't imagine. Normally a hurricane will pass in 6 or 8 hours, especially in the Bahamas. It's not very big, so hurricanes passing by at 20 miles an hour and they're gone in a day. This thing's been just sitting still and pounding them for a day and a half, 2 days. Let's see, what part of Florida? I am right now. I'm in Kissimmee, which is 10 minutes outside of Disney, which is not Orlando, by the way. Disney is not in Orlando. It's outside of Orlando in Osceola County. It's only about 10 minutes different than the city, so I'm probably about 20 minutes west of Orlando, the city, and about 10 minutes west of Disney World on I-4, Kissimmee Celebration. Let's see. What am I catching up on? Let's see. Been watching all night. Yeah, you and me both, Kill Hut. I think it's going to roll over Florida. That's what's been concerning me since day one. That's why I decided to take this little trip. And you try to talk to people, and for the last 3 or 4 days, I've been hearing, oh, look, it's going to turn north. It's not going to hit Florida. And I'm telling them that they're wrong. And then every day the advisories on Florida keep spreading out, and they're bringing them back in state of emergency. And I don't think it's going to roll completely across Florida from East Coast to West Coast, but I think it's going to cover the majority of Florida. And if it doesn't turn north before it starts its forward movement again, it will cover all of Florida. And it is going to go north because of the low pressure system above it is going to move away and allow it to go north. But if it doesn't do it in time, the storm will literally come over Florida and then roll up the entire state. And then that's bad news for Georgia, the Carolinas. It's going to be crazy. So I don't know. I'm in a place where I have a parking garage that's, I don't know, 100 yards away from me. I'm surrounded by a Home Depot. I'm surrounded by a Walmart, gas stations. There's a city park. There's actually a fire station. I can see it. You guys can't see it, but I can see it. So I have placed myself into a position where I am surrounded by all the help I could possibly need if I need to. I'm in my little mini truck, my little Ford Ranger. So if tornadoes or something comes, I can drive this thing right through the glass doors of a Home Depot. It's small enough to do that and large enough for power to do it. And basically, when it finally does start nailing us here, if it gets too bad, I'm going to go 100 yards over there and get in the parking structure. And that will at least keep the rain from pounding down on me and give me some kind of protection. I was looking at it thinking the way they have the walls, and then the roof, and they have that open space. I don't think my truck would have to be at a perfect angle to go through that. So if my truck were to get picked up, it would still get stuck in the parking structure. And the parking structure has plaques on it that show that it was recently built up to hurricane category 5 standards and all that. So it's a new structure. I'm surrounded by everything I could want and need, and I'm protected. But I'm close enough that if it does hit Florida, I have my tools with me. I'm a strong guy. We can always find tools. If it does get bad enough, people are going to need help as soon as this thing passes. And I'm going to do everything I can to help the people around me and closer to the coast, and just kind of do storm cleanup and whatever I can do. So, Anthony says he just got something on film. What part of Florida? You have been sound for a few hours now. Yuma. Where, Anthony, where's Yuma? Because I know Yuma, Y-U-M-A, but I don't know Huma. Keep your faith and try to be positive. Well, I'm not afraid of anything. If you're talking to me, I don't get afraid. I worry for other people, not myself. I've had 2 heart attacks and I've already died. If I'm here, I'm on borrowed time. That's why I do what I do, with the families I work with and the charitable work that I do. Because if I'm here, I'm sure as heck going to make it count. But I don't worry about stuff. My ticket could get punched this afternoon. I could get hit by lightning, and I don't even care about that. Yeah, we call it the Tonka truck. There's Ange. We call it the Tonka truck. I thought your fuddy duddy behind was going to bed. I love y'all from here and back. Shared you out on all my channels. Thank you so much. If you guys get a chance, well, you guys have a chance, please hit the dislike button for me. It all shows up in the YouTube algorithm the same. If you really want to do what I don't ask you to do, you can hit the like button. I don't mind. But make sure you smash at least one of those buttons for me. It helps. Orlando Worlds, what's up, buddy? I'm glad you had a chance to stop by. I know you're busy. I know we talk all the time on Twitter. I appreciate you coming in. Anthony got me. So, if you guys don't know each other, hey, is Ghost Dog here? Did I miss something? I don't see his name, but I'm sure if y'all are saying hi, he's here. Honda Trucking. If you get a chance, check out everybody else's channel. This is a networking stream. Do not ask for someone to hit you back, so to speak. If you feel like going and checking out a channel, they're all good people here. Disabled, I thought you were still on live. I got a break in the weather and had to come on. I gave you guys an hour so I didn't step on your toes. And then the weather got bad, and then it got better, and it's going to get bad again soon. So I figured I'd better get this done. If you guys don't know any of the channels around you, they're all good channels. I see most of these names on a regular basis, whether I'm in my own stream or whether I'm on someone else's stream. And we all have no problem with you networking. I personally do not have a problem with it. So if you go and check out someone else's channel and you decide to be a member of their channel, you're more than welcome to come back and say their name and tell them you rang their bell or you knocked on their door. We are all looking to grow here. For those of you that don't know, we have some watch time groups going on. The month of October for me is going to be all Halloween stuff. For the month of September, with the exception of yesterday, and it's not exactly my fault because of the weather and the hurricane, but supposedly every day in September, I'm going to do a live stream. Most of the time it ends up being around 6 or 7 at night Eastern time here in Florida. I'm gonna actually start doing some late night stuff, some midnight here in Florida kind of thing. Probably midnight, 1 o'clock, so that we run for a little while. My UK people are getting up for work or getting up for their day off or whatever, and they can come in as well. If anybody wants to mod for me, that would be awesome because you guys can go and get people's Twitter links and you can share their Twitter links here in the stream so people can find them. One tip that was actually brought to my attention. Normally you guys are coming to me for tips, which I'm happy to get. Which I'm happy to give. I got a tip. Whenever someone does a networking live stream, especially when the chat starts to go like a machine gun driven belt, you can't always keep up with the people that are in there, and I imagine that soon mine will be doing so. So go back and watch the live streams in your own time. The reason for that is you're giving time to the people whose streams you're going back to watch. The other reason is because the chat's right there. So if you see a name in there that you didn't see when you stopped by, you can always stop the chat right there. Go check out their chat. Go check out their tweet, their Twitter. You can subscribe to them, and then you can always go back to them in the comment section and say, hey, I found you on Go With Kel stream, or I found you on Ghost Dog stream, Haunted Trucking. And I just wanted to tell you I joined the family kind of thing. So that's a good tip for you that are looking to grow. These networking streams are great because 9 times out of 10, the people that are going to the network streams want you to become part of their family so that they can turn around and become part of your family and y'all can support each other. It's difficult being a small YouTuber. We all know this. I'm going to have to move the studio because the sun is right in my face. So any little tips and tricks that you guys get, that you have, that you hear from somewhere else, by all means share them with people. And I am having a complete, there it is, having a complete brain fart because I have a stick shift and I couldn't remember where reverse was. Hey, let's not move that. So anyway, I'll catch up with the chat here in just a second. I was parked between 2 trees and the sun came out all of a sudden. Ghost Dog is a ghost. Ghost Dog is a ghost tracker, boy. I was watching that live stream we did the other night. That was pretty cool on Fallen Angels channel. And I also watched the one where you were on Jose Puerto Rican's channel, which was very cool. For those of you that don't know, Ghost Dog was having a live stream a couple of days ago and heard I was on. Jose told him that I was on doing a live stream, and he organized a raid and brought all of his people over. Had to be 15 or 20 of them. Stopped from Ghost Dog's channel, Haunted Trucking, and came over to give me a raid, give me a couple of minutes of watch time. They smashed the like button or dislike button for me. That was very sweet, very nice. Appreciate it. Someone asked me, I think it was Anthony that asked me, why the dislike button? Anybody that's new here doesn't know that I do not worry about the small stuff. I've been a bouncer for 25 years. I don't worry about what most people worry about. I don't look at a rule and think it applies across the entire world, which sometimes is my downfall. But everybody has this thing where if they have a video up and they get 12 likes and 2 dislikes, they think that people don't like them and they get their feelings hurt. Not me. When I understand something, it doesn't bother me. And as far as I'm concerned, when someone hits the dislike button, they have to stay long enough for it to count as a view, or it gets disappeared anyway. So if it's a troll and they're trolling me to give me watch time, I'm happy about that. And in the YouTube algorithm, a thumbs down is exactly the same as a thumbs up. It just means interaction. So when I ask you guys to hit the thumbs up button, a lot of times people worry if every stream they go to, every video they go to, if they hit the thumbs up button, then they're going to have 682,000 videos in a playlist on their channel, and they don't like to do that. If you hit the thumbs down button, it does not get added to your liked videos. I don't worry about that because I don't know anybody that ever goes to someone else's page and goes, I wonder what they like. Let me find that playlist. So it's not like it's going to get me any extra advertising if you hit the thumbs up button. I personally have never gone back through my liked playlist, unless I specifically needed to look for something. So the only thing that the thumbs up or thumbs down button is good for is the YouTube algorithm. And the more interactions you get with those two buttons, the higher you go in the search engines. So by all means, hit the thumbs down button. It does not make me feel bad. It does not make me look negative. It raises me up in the search engines on YouTube. It helps my algorithm readings. It shows interaction. And it doesn't put me on some playlist on your channel that you don't want to fill up and have to go back and erase later and think you're going to hurt someone's feelings. So, thumbs down absolutely works for me. Thumbs up is great too. I don't care which one. To me, I count them all up. And right now I'm reading that I have 17 likes. I have 11 likes and 6 dislikes, but looks to me like 17. So I'm all good with that. This man is right, but I found if you watch their whole video and comment, they won't mess with you. I like it when people mess with me. I just really don't worry about it. Those of you that are old enough to remember back in the 70s and the 80s, crank calling got really crazy, and we would just call them telephone tough guys. Somebody would call you up and they had a whole lot of negative stuff to say to you on the phone until you went, wait a minute, is this George from next door? And then you go outside and they go, oh no, I was just playing around, I'm sorry. They're telephone tough guys. When somebody comes on and trolls my channel, the only thing I care about is that they're not mean to the other people that are here. If they're mean, like the other night when Ghost Dog put together that raid, 2 people came in from his channel. I'm not going to say who they were. And one person apparently had a problem with another person and started saying negative things in my chat about that person, trying to convince us that we shouldn't have anything to do with that person when we didn't even know that person existed. So I blocked the person that was running their mouth. I don't do the drama. But other than that, it doesn't bother me whatever goes on. If somebody tells me I'm ugly or I'm stupid or my videos stink, that's absolutely fine with me, because as far as I know, my watch time is going up on a daily basis. I'm getting more and more people in my live streams every day. I help everybody I come across. The haters can hate and go kick rocks while they're doing it, and the rest of y'all are going to stay around, and those are the ones I'm looking for. In America, we have 180 million Americans, but across the country, we have 8.3 billion people. I'm not worried about 7 billion of them. If I could get 1 billion of them to like me, I'd be happy with that. Heck, I'd be happy with 50,000 people. So a platform like this gives you the ability to get yourself out there, finds the ones that do like you, and the ones that don't like you, you have block buttons. I can make somebody a moderator if I want. In fact, Disabled Disney, apparently, since I made you a mod last time, you're still a mod, and I appreciate that. For those of you that don't know, Disabled Disney just had a live stream at 6 o'clock. It was posted and scheduled for a few days. They're always a lot of fun. Check out their channel. If you guys are new, check each other out. Let's see, I got to catch up on this stuff. You're like me, that's why I was drawn to you, because you're straight up and to the point. There's no other way to be, Anthony. Other people try to be that way, and all it does is make you unhappy. I'm not a mean person, but a lot of people, I guess, think I am, because I say it like it is. You know what I mean? Water's wet, the sky's blue. The sky's not mauve with a touch of turtle on a Thursday because you're feeling emotional. Your emotions do not. They might change your perception of reality, but they don't change reality. And I'm just a truthful kind of person that doesn't let things bother me too much. And I'm okay with that. And the people that are around me tend to be okay with that. So I appreciate you putting out links for me. Disabled Disney. Those of you that don't know, I try to use everybody's name, their YouTube name when I'm talking. Obviously, I know Disabled Disney's name is Melissa, and Jillian with a G, who I think I saw logged in as well on her own account, which I appreciate, Jillian. Um, I try to use your YouTube name so that if anybody happens to tune in trying to help me out and give me watch time while they're cooking dinner or doing whatever, they know who I'm talking to. They know who's in the room. So if the Wacky Weimers were here and they were cooking dinner and heard me talking to Disabled Disney, they would know who it is. They might not know who it is if I say, "Hey, Melissa, great you're here. Thanks for coming by, Jillian, Craig, awesome to see you." That's the Cobra roll. So I try to use your actual name. Jackie, live a little adventure. There we go. She's back. The woman herself. Amanda Jean is here. Pam, Ty. You guys feel free to tweet these out. I know with the storm, I'm not on every day when I'm supposed to. It seems like I'm on every day. And I am going to start doing morning stuff and overnight stuff for different crowds. But the more people we tell about this and get them in here, then the more subscribers we have. I've come across a lot of people in the last 24 hours while we're setting up these watch time groups where we watch your videos, you watch ours to get watch time so that we can hit the 4,000 hours needed. I've come across quite a few people that already have their watch time but can't get the subscribers. So it's a problem on both sides, and I'm learning that. To me, it was easier to get the family members than than anything else because I put my mind to it and I researched it and I did it. And now I'm working on getting my watch time, and I'm not doing too bad. I think that I should have my watch time probably total in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So I just try to take what I learn and teach it to everybody else. I don't let things bother me on the internet. These people are telephone tough guys as far as I'm concerned, and it doesn't bother me as long as they're not bothering you. Because if they start coming in here and doing some stuff, then they're going to be making you guys want to leave the chat, and that's not going to happen. So, Kel, on an important stuff, is Dave the Legend safe? Dave the Legend is safe as safe can be in Florida. I am right outside of Orlando, and Dave is as far west as you can possibly get, all the way out on the beaches of Clearwater. So you literally can't get any farther west from the hurricane. Thought about shipping him north, but the mailman said I had to put him in a special box, and I had to poke air holes in it, and then I had to put lettuce in there. And I just thought that was too much work. So yeah, Dave is good. For those of you that don't know, Dave is my bunny rabbit. You want to see it? I actually did a live stream one night because scary stuff going on at the house. So Dave's my cute little bunny. Stop by and say hi. Don't watch the whole live stream. That'll kill you. It was an overnighter. But anyway, what do you vlog? Beverly, much love to everyone. Be safe. Thanks, Kill Hut, for coming in. Appreciate it. Just sub to you. If you guys are new in here, please hit the dislike button for me. I appreciate it. I need the hits on the algorithm. Jackie, just in case, if someone comes in here and does complain, I try not to use that word. I try to tell people to say, I rang your bell or I knocked on your door. And the only reason why is because I did have one stream where they cut the stream off, but I said that word like 67 times or something that night. So now I'm just kind of a little bit more careful about it. I'll still use it. Subscribe. I'll still use it. But if you're gonna be in here and trying to add 10 or 15 new people, just say I rang your bell or I knocked on your door or any other clever thing you can think of, and the people will know what you got going on. Pam, what have you been up to lately? I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Bunny Cam was cool. Bunny Cam was long. Bunny Cam was 9 hours. I couldn't believe it lasted that long. And I just had to go and put all my videos into playlists so that the watch time groups that I'm involved in can watch the playlist. That could just hit the button and let my videos roll at night while they're sleeping. And I forgot that it was 9 hours long. I wasn't even watching the stupid thing. I went back and heard a few noises and a few weird things that happened during the evening, but it was basically a ghost watch. I had some weird things going on in the house, and it ended up being an all night kind of thing. Uh, Hit the dislike button, hit the like button, shout yourselves out, say hello. You're welcome to put in the chat what your channel's about. South Florida Explore, where are you guys? Are you guys out of the danger zone? Are you Miami area, south of Miami? Where are you guys at, South Florida Explorer? Let me know you're all right. Um, Type out a little thing in the chat. Hey, I'm Disabled Disney, and we teach you all kinds of things about Disney you didn't know that might help you if you have any kind of disabled needs, or here's information on these parks, and this is what we do, and this is what it's like living in the desert, and whatever it is that your channel does. Absolutely tell people about yourself. That's what we're here for. And I have no idea how long I'm going to be able to be here, because even though the rain stopped temporarily and I was able to come back on, it's only 7:30 and we are losing light due to cloud cover. So I don't know. Let me see if this will work. I know y'all can still see me, but I should have gone to the store and bought a lantern. Ooh, that might work. Bear with me. Yeah, that's just stupid, isn't it? Okay, that's not gonna work. Maybe on the other side, who knows? I'm gonna have to go to the store, because if I'm gonna be in the mobile studio for a couple more days, I'm gonna have to get myself a lantern or something. I'll figure it out if I need to. I guess I could always put it on there like that. And we'll tell spooky ghosts. Ooh, that's kind of bright. And put those back on. Is that better? I don't know. So besides the hurricane, and what's everybody else been up to? Man, now I blinded myself with that stupid flash. You see this thing? It's the size of a roll of dimes. That's just crazy. It only takes one AA battery. When the police officers come up and give me a ticket, I go, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" It's great. I love this thing. I don't even remember where I got it from. Okay. Having a hard time setting up the iPad to play all the videos for one channel. Pam, nothing has to go overnight. Listen, just real quick. Like me, I have 105 or 106 videos. I have about 50 hours of watch time. Disabled Disney only has 77 videos, but they have like 63 hours of watch time. When we set up a playlist of 10 videos, that could run anywhere from an hour to 8 hours worth of watch time. That's why we say hit the play all button on the playlist and then go to sleep. Just let it play in the other room all night. You don't have to worry about it. You're doing us a favor, and that's what we're all about. But on average, if you're looking at someone's 60, 70, 80 hours worth of video, there's no possible way you're going to get through it in less than a week and a half. It's going to take a few days to figure out whether you're going to use an old phone or your laptop or a tablet, or how you're going to set it up so it doesn't interfere in your life. Once you figure those things out, well, more stuff. But nobody's expecting this stuff overnight, Pam, not in any way, shape, or form. I pull up 10 videos at the same time. I ate through an entire channel today of 130 videos in about 4 hours, because I pull up 10 videos at a time on my laptop. And it looks like that scene in The Matrix where Neo walked inside to talk to the main guy or whatever, and his face was on all the TV screens, or it looked like the Brady Bunch thing in the beginning. And so I just set it all up on 10 playlists and just let it play all day. But I have the ability to do that because I have a laptop that I'm not really using, unless I'm streaming, and then I use it to read the comments. So a lot of you are using your phones to be able to try to do this for people. And unless you're at work and you're not allowed to be on your phone, or you're at home and you're going to bed and you plug your phone in and you set it up and you like put it in a drawer so the light doesn't bother you, it's going to be difficult for you guys to do that. And honestly, I'm going to make the group smaller instead of 10 because that could take like 2 months to get around to everybody. And I don't want people to go, well, I've been doing this for other people for weeks and I haven't received anything yet, which is why I, being the moderator of the group, I'm chewing through entire channels in 24 hours. That way, everybody's getting something for being there, even if I don't get anything back. I've already had one person, I only made the first few playlists on mine, and I ran through their channel, and they went, oh, well, I took care of your channel too. Well, I only had like 6 hours of watch time. The rest of it, the other 45 hours, I hadn't put into playlists yet. But I'm not going to complain because anything that I do for other people is what's important. I've been through Disabled Disney's entire selection. Probably at least half of it I had watched because I enjoy their channel. So it didn't take me very long to go through the other half. And as I did that, because it was the first time I ever did it, that's when I started thinking, wait a minute, sometimes I watch 2 videos at the same time. Maybe I can twerk this. And I figured out that I could watch 10 videos at the same time on my laptop and stream, and I'm good. So you do what you can, the best you can. All I ask of anybody that's in my life, and whether you're on the internet or whether you're actually in my life, is keep your word. If I tell somebody I'm going to do something, I do it. I may be like British Rail and I may be late, but I do it. And I don't stop until I do. So regardless of whether I get anything in return from the groups that I've started, I will do exactly what I set out to do, and I will eat through every single minute of every video they have, no matter what. Sorry, you're buffering, Anthony. I don't know if it's the storm on my end. Everything on my side looks good, though. But for the rest of us, Pam, you know, you guys have lives. You guys have things to do. You might have children. You've got your own channels to run. You've got vlogs to make. You've got dinner to cook. I'm a single guy, no kids, on the road doing what I want to do. And I've got an extra laptop to be able to do it. So I'm good. You guys take your time and do it however you can. Everything that you do will be much appreciated by those that you do it for. And what I'm hoping is that they're not just doing it and then going, okay, well, you gave me some watch time and now I don't ever have to speak to you again. I'm actually hoping that each other, you'll make friends in a different kind of way. I know there's a lot of groups out there that just take advantage. They'll set something up and say, well, this is how it works. Do me first. And then as soon as you do them, then they dissolve the group and go away. That's not the way I do things. So do it in your own time. Do it the best way you can. Keep your word. It doesn't matter if it takes 2 months. Some people have been sitting on a channel for 6 months and sitting on 100 watch hours when they've got 100 watch hours of video on their channel. So the point of this is to make some new friends, do what you can, and get some stuff in, you know, on your channel as well. And hopefully everybody grows a little bit. Good on my end, Kel. Hey, Animated's here. What's going on, buddy? Animated Adventures for the last week or two, but always kicking around. Beverly, I was in the same. Do a little at a time and get used to it. Absolutely. Vivid Shine, there's a new name. Vivid Shine, we are a networking stream. Feel free to check out any channel you like. If you decide to subscribe to a channel, just come back and say, hey, Kill Hut, I rang your bell or I knocked on your door. Our mod tries to put out as many Twitter links as possible. Also kicks butt and takes names when need be. So there you go. Angie, if you're still here, get a headlamp. Are you kidding me? My head looks nasty already. And then you want me to put a big old lump on the front of it with a light on it saying, look at me, look at me. What's the wind and weather like over there right now? I've seen you guys have been getting some squalls roll through for the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours maybe. What's it like? I'm near Orlando, so I'm not too far from you. But has it been picking up at all? Because where I'm at, it's picking up pretty good. Gusty, we're getting gusts. It's breezy. That's how I'd say it, breezy. We're getting breezy. Today is the first time I'm actually seeing palm fronds and tops of trees and old rotten branches that blew out of the trees when we got that storm earlier today. Before that, it was clean around here, so it's coming. Animated just subbed. Craig's using that word. Y'all keep using that word. If my live stream gets cut off, I don't care. And I don't think it will. Other people say it will, and I guess if you got 100 people in there, it might. But I am trying to type the words, knocked on your bell, rang your door, you know what I mean? Like Willy Wonka said, wait, strike that, reverse it. You strap the light to the gallon of water, and then you will have a lamp for at night. What? Angie's always got these cool little camping type tricks going. Now, see, now I'm going to have to try that. Now I'm going to have to go to the store, like, when I get off of here, and buy a freaking headlamp and a gallon of water just so I can see if that works. It's all right if we say it once in a while. I just don't want people to get used to saying it, because when we got 20, 30 people in here, 40 people, and as I keep doing these on a daily basis, and the numbers keep rolling higher, I think it might show up on the YouTube algorithm if we've got 40 people saying it to each other the entire stream. So I just want people to start sort of getting used to saying something different. I rang your bell, I knocked on your door, that kind of thing. I'm not going to throw anybody out for it. I just want to kind of keep most people from doing it. Again, I'm one of those people that I shake the rules. I'm not going to do it just because you told me to do it. I did have one live stream end, but again, I said it like 63 times. So now I'm going to have to try that, Ange. Yes, that works great. I used glow sticks and it worked. Now there's a Dollar Tree. For those of you who don't know, it's a dollar store here in Florida. There's a Dollar Tree that I can actually see right there. And I know they have glow sticks in there, so I can get blue light and yellow light and green light. That's the cool thing about this one too. LEDs, I won't flash it at you, but there you got regular light, and then you got red light, and then you got blue light. So I guess I could try that against a gallon of water and see if that'll work. Otherwise, I'm going to go get some glow sticks, and we're going to have a rave. We're going to have a midnight live stream. It's going to be a rave. I'm going to turn up the radio. What kind of music should I play at my rave? Because I know I'll get kicked off my stream if I start playing the radio. Disney Boffins is here. Hey, I heard about you guys. Disney Boffins are hooked. Disabled Disney going to do the partner thing. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's 2 different Disney worlds, Disneylands, and 2 different continents. Very cool. Disabled Disney, that chick Rachel that was on your stream a little while ago, she asked you that question. I think you hurt her feelings. Did you see her face? And then she didn't really stick around. I felt bad for her. I don't know who she is, but she seemed like a sweetheart. And if she's looking for a partner, I hope she finds one. I'm sure you can help her. I appreciate you saying hi to the person that I tagged you with last night on Twitter as well. They have a channel. She has a channel where she has like, I don't know, 500,000 minutes of watch time or something, and only a couple hundred subscribers. So she definitely needs to make some new friends. I hope she comes by one of the streams. I hope she comes by more than one of the streams. And I appreciate you saying hi to her. I appreciate it, guys. If you hit the dislike button, it all shows up on the algorithm the same to me. Rachel kept losing signal. She came back. Right on. That's awesome. I was losing signal too. And we had a little squall line run through. And I tweeted you out real quick before I left. I snatched your link and tweeted you out. Hopefully that brought you some more people. And then I went up in the parking garage for a couple minutes, and then it passed by just as quick as it came, because these squalls are running at like 40 miles an hour right now. So I figured I might as well try to get on real quick and see what y'all are up to, and see if any new faces come in, so y'all can meet each other. We had a great live. Yes, you did. I love watching your lives because you guys are so funny. And Jillian's soda story, that was hilarious. I know y'all couldn't hear me because I wasn't on the microphone, but that was hilarious. And I think that I would have done the same thing, or I will do the same thing when I do finally get over to Star Wars Galaxy Edge. I'm going to buy one of those Coke bottles, and I'm going to open it and drink it. I know some people that have some old soda cans and all kinds of different stuff throughout the years that they've never opened. It's been sitting on the shelf. And I ask them, like, are you going to drink that? No, no, that went bad a long time ago. Then why didn't you open it, enjoy the drink while you had it? You can't tell the difference whether it's opened, and it's not like you're going to sell it and say, well, it's like a toy you never unboxed. It's in perfect mint condition. Man, forget that. It's not like old wine. Open that thing up and drink it and bring the bottle home and enjoy it. I'll be refilling it with coffee every day. I'll be driving down the road with my detonator Coke bottle like this, filled up with coffee, looking at the, hey, how you doing? I don't care. Enjoy that thing. So I'm glad you guys opened it and drank it. And I'm glad that the one sprayed all over Jillian. That was funny. Their live tonight was funny. They had a comedian on their live. Well, I had to cut out after like 20 minutes. So I saw Blueberry. I saw the Wacky Weimers, the Do Philly crew. I saw Rachel, and of course Jillian and Melissa. And then I think Mike stopped in for a few minutes. I wish that I would have been able to stay longer because I missed almost half of it. Here's a tip for you, Bev. Oh, look, I took them off. Put your sunglasses on. No, I'm just joking. Beverly, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You're a very attractive woman. Whatever it is that's going on in your head that's making you a little nervous is going on in your head. You got to remember it this way. If the people are tuning in to your live streams or your videos, they're tuning in for one of two reasons. They're either tuning in because they like you as a person, whether that's your personality mixed with the way you look, the way you talk, your accent, your body language. It doesn't matter. They like you as a person. They like what you like. They like what you talk about. They like the way you talk about it. Or they're coming in to support you because they like you as a person. Yes, everybody gets trolls. I got a troll on my live stream a few days ago. In and out, got rid of them, sent the bodyguard, took them out, no problem. But people, the only people that are going to watch your stuff, Bev, are the people that like you, that want to support you. So I wouldn't worry too much about what you think you look like or that you think you look old or anything else. We all look the age that we are. Some of us look older than others. But I think you're the only one that might be kind of worrying about that or concerned about it. You think about it. If you watch somebody else and you know, you can think in your head, you don't have to answer, like who you actually like to watch on YouTube, who your favorites are. It could be anybody. It could be famous. It could be local. It could be new friends. It doesn't matter. But if you think about that, how often do you actually sit and watch their videos or watch their live stream and go, boy, that person really looks old, or boy, that person really doesn't look attractive, or boy, that person really has gained some weight? I mean, you don't look at people that way. When you watch a video, when you go to a live stream, you do it to interact. You do it to see what the person's talking about. Nobody's looking at you. You're going to be your harshest critic, no matter how you look at it. You're going to be your harshest critic. And the only people that are around you watching are the ones who want to be there. So I say keep going. Nope, gotta have my coffee with milk and 4 or 5 teaspoons of coffee, otherwise I won't drink it. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. I drank black coffee for the longest time because I was a towboat operator. I worked for a commercial boat service here where people, if they broke down, we had to go out and get them. And we got calls 24 hours a day, had to jump out of bed, be on the boat in less than 12 minutes and get on to getting people. So I was always drinking black coffee because you're on a boat. You can't mess around with it. Nobody's making thermoses and trying to figure stuff out in the middle of the night when you're running on a call. But when I actually started drinking coffee just as I got older because I liked it, I can't drink it black anymore. I drink it in all kinds of different ways. I try to keep as much creamer out of it as I can, though, because that's cholesterol issues. I think Beverly looks great too. No, I don't usually. It was sort of below the first saw the. I could understand that. That's why I try never to look at myself. Even now during the live stream, I look up at you guys sometimes because I remember the camera's there, but I'm not really looking at myself. Right now, I'm looking at the words on the screen. Then I look back down at my laptop, and I'm looking at the words you guys are trying to type. And then when I sit and talk, you'll see me kind of turn my head this way, and I'm kind of looking off yonder so I can think about what I have to say. I don't even look at myself on camera. I don't know why anybody would want to look at me on camera. But Bev, you're your harshest critic. And I know that you don't sit there and think bad things about the people you're watching. They're not sitting there thinking about you either. They're thinking about who you are as a person. And I'm sorry I missed the spicy noodle challenge yesterday, but I literally didn't see it. When people do lives, I ask you to tag me on Twitter as much as you can because I have so many notifications. You know, I have almost 5,000 followers on Twitter and 1,500 subs on here, and now we've got watch groups, and I've got all kinds of different stuff going on. And it's almost not very often that I actually go to the regular Twitter stream because I have so many on my own notification screen that I don't even get the chance to make it over to the regular tweets that people do. So I try to remember once or twice a day to go and scroll through some for a little while, and then I get 30 notifications and I have to go back and take care of that and doing this. So if you're gonna go live, I'm more than happy to come and check out your streams. If you post a new video, tag me in it. I try to keep a list of things that are going on. I try to watch videos when people tag me in it, even if I pull it up on the laptop and just kind of glance at it or listen to it. So yesterday happened to be one of those times where I said, you know, I haven't been on the main side of Twitter in a little while. Let me go over there and see what's going on. And I was just scrolling through the list and saw your name, that you saw your little video clip and the spicy noodle challenge and the live thing. And that's why I asked you if you were live, because I was going to come watch your stream, but you weren't. So there's a lot of times where we're so busy we don't even get to go to the regular side of Twitter and just see what everybody's doing. That's why Follow Fridays or Thankful Thursdays or Slap Happy Saturdays or whatever, they're so important, because when you're tagging people in groups, you're helping them grow, they're helping you grow, and then you get a chance to see what else they might have sent, or, you know, oh yeah, let me go over and see what they've tweeted lately. It gets to be really crazy. That's why when I do a live stream, I always tweet it out 6 or 8 times prior to my live stream. I need to do what Disabled did and learn how to set it up on a schedule. McPhee, I appreciate you coming by, guys. I will do my best. I keep learning it from you. I should be set to do my first live November 1st when I get back onto my favorite spot. Where are you going to be at, Pam? What's your favorite spot? November 1st, that's a long time from now. This is September, October. That's like 2 months from now. Do a live stream tonight. I'll come watch. We'll all come watch. Beverly, you just keep going on and doing what you do. We're all going to be sticking around. We're all going to see you. If we see you're live, we're going to come by and we're going to say hi. And if I hear from one of my mods that you're live while I'm doing a live stream, I'm going to organize the 12 or 15 or 20 people that are in here, and we're going to come over to your live stream. We're going to raid you. And we're going to smash that likes button. And we're going to say hi, and we're going to tell you where we came from, and we're going to let you know we support you. Because that's a lot of fun. I'm trying to be more in front of the camera instead of behind the camera, as I always am. But easier said than done. Guys, the stream lab on your mobile, okay. It goes against... Oh, Disney Boffa. No, it does not go against YouTube policy whatsoever. YouTube allows anyone with 0 subscribers to go live at any time they want to. The only thing is that you have to go live from a laptop or a home PC. I have no idea how they can tell the difference or why they care, but that's what their policy is. When you use an app on your cell phone, it registers the same on the algorithm as your laptop at home does, or your home PC. So it does not go against YouTube policy to use Streamlabs or StreamYards or any of the other apps out there. All they allow you to do is to connect with the platform via your cell phone before you get 1,000 subs. And believe me, YouTube knows they exist. There have been app after app after app. I can't remember the one that just got shut down last month that everybody was using before this. YouTube knows about them. And if they had a problem, they would have their programmers write new code to make sure that you couldn't use outside apps to get in. So it does not violate policy of YouTube to be able to stream live before 1,000 subs from your cell phone, provided you're using the proper app. They would not let those apps connect. No one I have ever met has ever had a problem using them. I use Streamlabs myself on my backup channel. There's no reason that you can't go live from one of those apps. It's not going to hurt you in any way. T, I read what you had to say. And let me tell you this, when you watch a video, the most boring videos I've ever seen are the people who just video things. They just walk around silently and film things and whatever's going on. And I try to tell people all the time, at least talk. If you're going to film things, commentate. Be your own narrator. That's the whole point. Because nobody wants to just sit and wonder why you're showing this on there. So if you're making videos and you're behind the camera, at least talk. You don't have to even say anything, just talk. I'm gonna see if I can make that work a little bit. Ooh, it's scared. Nah, it's not gonna work. At least talk. And there is no reason for you to be in front of the camera if it makes you feel uncomfortable, if you're not ready for it. We're just happy you're making videos. We're just happy that you're doing what you're doing, and we want you to be happy doing it as well. So stay behind the camera as long as you need to. None of that matters. You just keep making videos, and when you're ready, you'll jump in front of the camera for a minute, kind of like putting your toe in a pool to see if it's cold, and then you'll jump back out, and you might even not post it. But you just do whatever comes to your mind. The beach you go to. Okay, Pam, I won't ask any more specific questions than that, but the beach is a good place to be. And a beach in November must be nice. I'll be back doing them soon. Not been well. McPhee, I hope you're feeling better. I'm not sure what's going on, but if you need anybody to talk to, feel free to message me privately, whatever. And I hope that you get to feeling better. That camera's in my face, or that light's in my face. I'm trying to see what I can do here, because I got to figure that out too. That's a little better. I don't know how long that's going to last. Okay. Yeah, I keep looking at the light now, so I'm not going to look at the camera because I keep looking at the light and then I can't see. Let's see. Disabled, you got up to 381 subscribers. That's awesome. How many subs did you get this month, Disabled, if you don't mind me asking? Because I thought you guys were a little bit lower than that. I think you got a few this month. Unfortunately, can't tonight. I have early call in the morning. We have done over 3 lives on mobile Streamlabs. Our live streams are every Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, that's today, right? Wait, what day is today? I don't even know. I'll look when I get off. If you missed the lives, go back and watch them in Memorex. There's nothing wrong with that. Give the people the watch time, enjoy the crap out of what they had to say, and catch the lives when you can. It is good, though, because Craig does his on a regular schedule. And that makes all the difference in the world. Just like when you want to watch your favorite TV show, you know what nights and what time it's on. I think I might do the first vlog during October. Halloween store. Halloween stores are great. I'm going to be doing one from a Halloween store here, too, because the month of October for me is going to be all Halloween related. So Vivid, if you do start to do some vlogs, Halloween store is a great place to start. Used to be the same way. Pam, live and usually sit in it, play music. Is that Moira? Hey, Moira's here. Right on. Moira. Amanda Jean, it's Monday. It's Monday. Wait, I thought it was Thursday. It's only Monday? Man. And the chat, I can't. Okay, I'm out, Kel. See you, Ange. Moira's here. I thought about D Live. I've heard about D Live Beverly, but I haven't heard anything about it. StreamYards that Disabled Disney uses, you still have to use a laptop for that, I think, but you can do panel chats. I use StreamYards. No, Streamlabs. I use Streamlabs. I don't know if I can panel chat on it, but I can stream from my cell phone. My problem is my laptop. It's a great laptop, but it's not fast enough to be able to stream with. So all it does is lag and buffer, which is why I didn't even know about the apps until after I broke 1,000 subscribers. So I never had to use them on this channel, but I use it on my backup channel, um, just to make sure that it works and start doing lives over there, because my backup channel is going to be all paranormal stuff. So all the videos I put on this channel for Halloween, I'm also going to be putting on my backup channel, and I'm going to be doing live streams over there at different times than I do them over here. Mora's a good person to knock on her door, Amanda. And Mora, you're growing pretty well. I looked at your numbers yesterday. You broke 500, didn't you? You're almost at 6, if I remember correctly. I was impressed. Do live, but I have never gone live on it. Mora knocking door. Zoom and StreamYards seems to be the most chosen for streamers. I have only tried Streamlabs personally, and I'd actually have to look on my phone to make sure I'm saying that right. Whichever stream one I use, Yards or Labs. It's the only one I used, and it seems to work pretty well for me. So I don't know. I love Halloween, 5 years in a row. Back then, I always dressed up like a vampire. That's a pretty good costume. Hit the dislike button for me. There you go. Absolutely. Angie's got Streamlabs. Okay, so I have the same thing Ange does, because I have the same little boxes and whatnot. So yeah, I'm using that Streamlabs, and it works pretty well for me. Use that next time we go to Disney. Absolutely, Mac. That's the great thing about it. There's so many apps out there, and we all kind of test them. So some of us have experience with some, and others, and you can always find out what works for you. But it just seems like if you stick around long and you make some good friends, you can always find ways to get around the hardships that YouTube tends to put on people. We're working right now on getting past the 4,000 hour thing. We're trying to figure out better ways to get good people subscribers that are going to stick around and not just use them and then leave them behind. It's just like anything else. So when you find something that works, hopefully it stays around long enough that you can use it for a while. Like these, Streamlabs and stuff. Mora was using, Mora, what were you using to stream? And then it just closed down like a month ago. I don't remember. For some reason, I can't think of the name right now. But that was a good setup, and all the time, and so was a lot of other people. And then as soon as I downloaded it, they said it was it was like a couple of weeks later, and they shut the stupid thing off and something else to use. Google Hangouts, right? So I can do that as I am now disabled. Yes, Beverly, you can do that now. You can stream from any mobile device using some of them. You can use your laptop if it works better with the others. And Disabled, I'm sure, is more than happy to help you, even talk to you here, Twitter, wherever, help you guys get set it up. Her stream earlier tonight was a panel, so she had 6 or 7 people on there, which is great, because then you can have a bunch of people come in, you can talk about different things. You're getting some pretty great watch time out of it. It's more real time, where when I say this word right here, this, it's going to take 15 seconds for you to get it. So there's a little bit of a lag in the chat, which I find is a little bit annoying when you're doing like a spirit box or something, because you're trying to listen to what's going on in live time, but by the time you hear it, it was 15 seconds ago, and then by the time you type in your answer, it's 30 seconds has passed before it shows up to the people that can see it, the people that are streaming. But it's still a lot of fun. Message me, I will help you. Beverly, what's your next vlog going to be about? Because I don't usually poke the notification button on people's channels because my alarms already go off like a machine gun all day and all night, and I literally have to keep my phone muted. But for you, I think I will turn on notifications and hope that YouTube doesn't drop half of them like I hear they do all the time. What's your next vlog going to be about? Tell us. You did the spicy noodle challenge. What's next? And Disabled, do I remember correctly? You said you were going to be doing some kind of a karaoke deal, like next week. You're going to be doing a panel. What? Not a karaoke, but a sing-along kind of thing. So what's going on with that? And when is that going to be? We're practicing for next week. YouTuber sing-along. There you go. So what exactly is a YouTuber sing-along? Because I've heard lots of different stuff. Is that rain? Oh no. Not rain with a hurricane coming, and sounds like firemen. Let's see. I will. Daughter is planning on coloring my hair. Well, there you go. There's nothing wrong with that. What color are you gonna go? We're gonna do some purple with a pink stripe. Go on without me. I got a ride. What the heck is this guy doing? Hang on a second. He's going into the gas station. That's an EMS truck going to the gas station behind me, so maybe somebody's having heat stroke problems or who knows what's going on in there. Hope everybody's okay. So we're gonna do like pink hair with a purple stripe down the middle. Bev, what do we got going on? Sing along. I love Disney songs. Okay, so it's gonna be like a live panel, Melissa, where you guys sing Disney songs together, or do you take turns to sing them like karaoke? How does that work? Count me out. I got a voice like a goose farting in the fog. Well, I don't know if I'd say your voice was that nice, Craig. I think it's probably a little worse than you think it is. But, I mean, I would never say that out loud in front of anybody. That's just between me and you, buddy. Next Monday at 3... Is that... Oh, Mountain Standard Time. Okay. 6 p.m. Eastern. Just colored my hair copper today. Ooh, copper. I like copper. Oh, Lord, think I'm going to blonde. You're going to a blonde. They say blondes have more fun, but I think it's redheads that have the most fun. If you go redhead, I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Live panel, we're going to sing, people sing along. So you guys are going to do like singing as in like Christmas, but only Disney songs, and it's going to be like a little concert. I think I'm going to have to stop in and see that. Thanks for coming in, Boffins. I appreciate it as always. Glad that you're partnered up with Disabled Disney. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Bleaching the Works. It's called Galage, something like that. Okay. Well, I'll do a ladies' hair salon in a while, so let's see a vlog on that. Hurricane warning, as if we didn't know. I know, right? You know what's weird, Anz? I have not gotten a single EMS warning on my phone, and normally you do. When they're that close in the vicinity, normally the phone's going off with the emergency broadcast system and whatnot every few hours. So I haven't gotten anything over here. More fun being a blonde than I ever did with my original color of brown. Well, my hair purple every once in a while, and then sometimes I just let it go gray. Sometimes it's brown. I can never figure it out. I change it all the time. Right now it's green. I don't know if you can see that because of the green screen behind me, so the hair might not actually be showing up too well. But, you know, you ever meet me and you'll see it's green on this side, and it's got some moldy looking weird colors over here. So it's all fun. You guys do so much stuff with your hair. It's crazy. Wish I had red hair or blue. I've always liked people with blue hair. I like chicks with blue hair, I'll tell you that. But I've always been kind of different kind of person. My kid, she used to do her hair with Kool-Aid because I wouldn't let her dye her hair. She never cut it. She wouldn't let anybody cut it. We had to cut it one time. She got lice when she was little, and she hated me forever. She still hates me for that. But I wouldn't let her dye it because I thought she was too young to be changing her hair all the time. So she asked me if it was okay if she used Kool-Aid because it was temporary, and I thought she was full of crap. So I said, "Yeah, buy here's some money. Go buy all the Kool-Aid you want." Boy, she did some weird stuff with that Kool-Aid and changed her hair color like every 2 days. And it only stayed for a couple of days. And she always smelled fruity, so that was kind of cool. Dyeing mine purple. Purple will look good on you, Disabled Disney. Purple will look good on you. Make sure you get the vlog of the entire thing. We want to see how it goes. Gray and long dreads soon. I thought about doing mine in dreads. They tell me that it's a little bit thin for that. So I don't know. I might have to get that hairspray stuff. You spray it on the top of your head and it kind of fills it in a little bit, makes it a little thicker, and then I could probably do the dread thing. Or I could just buy a hat that's got dreads on it, but they never look quite right. I don't know, they're a little unnatural for some reason. If redhead got boring, that was because the person under the hair got boring for a minute. That's all. I love me some redheads. Daughter wanted me to go purple too, but I said I couldn't. You see me walking into church like that. Well, it depends on what kind of church you go to, Bev. If it's a new age kind of church or a non-denominational Christian, yeah, you can go in there with purple hair. Heck, they might make you the choir director or something. I don't see anything wrong with purple hair in a church. Next colors I go will be half blue, half pink. That'll look pretty cool. I'm chipping off and donating 40 inches. Chopping off. Oh, to Locks of Love Tea or an organization like that. I am so behind the people to do that for those people. Absolutely, that's awesome. You're lucky, Kel. You can change yours with, with a Sharpie. The problem is that I try and do it with a Sharpie in front of the mirror, and I always miss spots. So I kind of walk around looking like I got the reverse mumps or something. I've got like mostly one color, and then there's just these various spots that never got hit by the Sharpie. So I got to get better at that. I was thinking about getting like a paint roller, about that wide, you know, the small ones you do door frames with, and then I could just paint the color on, and I could use some masking tape to kind of put where I want the color to go, and then I'd look kind of like a sim, I think. I don't know. I'd probably look like an avatar. At your age. Bev, you're not that much older than the rest of us. I'll be 46 very shortly. Well, I just passed 46, so there you go. You can't be much more than the rest of us. I'm sure there's some young people in here, but at least when I say that, not me. It adds spice. I say go for the purple. I agree, go for the purple. Purple is awesome. Blue is good. Pink is good. I'm going full Harley Quinn. Is that a Halloween thing, or is that just because you're a crazy kind of person, Angie? It's Pantene with... I am totally behind anyone who grows their hair out and gives it to people that need it. The Cancer Society uses that hair to make wigs, for those of you that don't know. Whichever country you may be in, they have similar organizations. Here in America, we have one called Locks of Love. They have a minimum. You have to have, I think it's 14 inches so that they can use your hair and make wigs for people with cancer on chemo. A lot of them go to kids for self-esteem reasons during therapy. So very cool. I refuse to act my age. What's my age again? Pam, I'm 46 and love every year to come. Pam, you are my age and look 10 times better. So if I were you, I'd enjoy every year that was coming too. Just because I'm crazy, I can deal with that. I've been donating for 25 years, every 3 to 4 years. Right on. So she's a returning crop veteran. Very cool. Get Angie, age is all in your mind. No, 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 Vivid Shines. Age is not all in your mind. Let me tell you, if you're over the age of 30, age is in your body. Your mind will tell you the dumbest stuff. Like when I was in my teens and 20s, we used to do what we call urban surfing. My best friend Mike had a van, and we saw it on Teen Wolf from back in the 80s. And we would get up on the roof, and the other one would drive down the road, and we'd be up on top of the van trying to see if we could stay up there as long as we could. I'm 46, and every once in a while, I still think about, I could do that. I could do that. And then my body reminds me I can't. Age is not in your mind, it's in your body, and your body tells you every day what you can and can't do. Let me tell you something. Y'all think I'm funny. Working in a bar for so many years, when you get to a point in your life where you decide, hey, it's Friday night or it's Saturday night or whatever, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to have a good time at the local pub or the bar or the disco or whatever you want to call it, and you get there and you're looking good and you're feeling good and you're smelling good and there's women or men or whatever you're into all around you and the music's good and you're just really feeling it. You talk to a bunch of people and throughout the night, your stomach starts to rumble and you kind of feeling your intestines playing along with you. And finally, somebody you feel is attractive comes up to you and says, hey, we're going over to here to a private party, or we're going out to the beach to go swimming. You want to go? And you literally have to make a choice right there. Do I go hang out with the people I'm attracted to and have a great night and get my end away and keep getting drunk and partying? Or do I go home because I have to have a bowel movement? And a few minutes later, you find yourself trying to find a station on the radio that will help you concentrate until you get home to have a bowel movement. Age is not in your mind, it's in your body. And I have had to make that choice. I have had to make that choice not too long ago, actually. So the older you get, the more twinges in your back you get, the more stupid thoughts get in your head of things you used to do when you were younger, and your body's going, it would be great to go out tonight. I just got off of work, but I think I need to take a nap first because I still got to do this or I still got to do that. I wish age was all in my mind. Yes, my mind tells me I can do stuff and my body tells me no. You're exactly right, Disabled, because I have the same problem every stinking day. All right, you got me there. Age is in the mind. Bright side for me with my genes, when I'm 35, I'll look 25. See, now I knew, and I don't even know if I said it earlier, but I was going to say you must be young. And now I'm reading when you're 35, you'll look 25. So you must be under 35. So you're younger than the rest of us. By give yourself just a little bit more time, because age or youth is definitely wasted on the young. Get out there and do all the stupid things you can possibly think of in your head right now, because in another decade, you're not going to be able to do them. You're going to want to do them, but you ain't going to be able to do them. I have trouble walking through a theme park for more than 5 or 6 hours these days. And I keep coming up with reasons. Well, I must need to get a different pair of shoes. These shoes just make my feet hurt. I'm so exhausted, and I've only been here for 6 hours, and I literally just want to sit down, and I don't have the strength to drive home. So I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes and take a nap, and then I'll drive home. That's not in my mind. That's my body going, nope, nope. You can't go run around a friggin' theme park for 14 hours like you did when you were a kid. And I'm looking at these 8 and 10-year-old kids running around and laughing and chasing each other, and I'm going, why can't I do that anymore? I'm not that old. I go home and go to sleep. It's no longer party girl. I'm right there with you. I quit drinking about 7 years ago. I was a heavy drinker 7 days a week, and I quit drinking about 7 years ago. Now I probably go out twice a year, maybe 3 times a year. And it's one of the reasons my brother and I don't get along too well. He's a bartender, and he's 40, and he's out 7 days a week. And he doesn't understand why I won't go out and party with him all the time. And when I get a few drinks of me and my accent comes out, he always depends on me to find the women for us to talk to. So he just he's always mad at me because I won't go out and drink and party with him. And we just get to a point where we just don't do that stuff. And yep, Vivid Shine, 24 years old. There you go. Knew it in the way you were talking. When I was young, I used to look at women in their 40s and go, hey, baby, age is just a number. Let's get together and add and subtract. And now I'm thinking, the last girl I dated that was 22, that was, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. And I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't do it. I didn't have the energy. They're just different mindset, different everything. It's just the way the world works. It's just the way your body works. Hey, TPD, how you doing, lads? Is TPD here? Hey, what's up? Hola. Was never a party girl. It used to be, and still prefer to be party at home. I didn't like partying at home because there wasn't anybody else at my house but me, and it was kind of like, it was useless. It was cheaper. It's cheaper to drink. And if I had enough drinks at me, I would find myself like talking to the house plant going, hey, baby, you come here often? But when I want to drink and have fun, I want to go out and meet new people. I want to sing karaoke. I want to talk to women. Or if I have a girlfriend or a wife, I want to go out and hang out with her and do that kind of thing. So I was never one to party at home. I never found any reason to drink at home. And of course, I never partook in any type of narcotics. So that's my official story. But I was just never one to party at home. What are you doing awake anyway, TPD? And who's here? Which one of you knuckleheads is here? Don't forget, TPD's got another video out. In fact, they were reminding me a little while ago that they have 3 new videos out, and I need to go over there and catch up when I get off of here. Because I told them I was going to watch when I had dinner, and I haven't had dinner yet. So I didn't lie. I will watch when I have dinner. But I might have dinner at 8 a.m., so I don't know. Let's see. Lightweights, theme park days. What's going on? Shots, whiskey shots. What? Whiskey shots last I did. Nope, I only get like that when I drink Cisco. You were drinking Cisco and Sprite the other night, Angie. You wackadoo. Oh, hey, what's up, Rob? When's your guys' next adventure? For those of you that don't know, Rob, Liam, and Tarum from TPD Theme Park Days just did 1,000-mile road trip. That's the distance from Orlando to New York to film various different theme parks, and they do that every month or so. So if you want to see somebody dedicated to their channel, that's them. They are my partner channel from the UK. Craig being my unofficial partner because I think he's my biggest fan, which is very cool. And his boys, I get his boys message me all the time. And they keep me in check. It's funny. They know more than I do. So that's always good. Something wrong on Twitter, and then one of his boys is going, Kel, that's not right. Ditto disabled. Did my light just go dim? Am I going to lose my light? If this thing goes black and I'm still talking, it's because my light went dim, and I better get another one out. I just put that battery in there, too. Let's see. Drive safe. Live down. Start. Break the rules. Back live at certain intervals. Theme park. I'm a coffee person at home. I try to drink coffee only in the mornings because it gives me heartburn. If I'm out and about, I'll stop at Double D, Dunkin' Donuts, or occasionally Starbucks or Joffrey's or something. But their stuff's a little too hoity-toity for me. And to pay $9 for something weird just never seemed like it made much sense to me. But if I'm at home, I only drink coffee in the morning. Because if I drink more than 2 cups, then I'm popping Tums all day. So that kind of stinks for me. Now, if it's cold out, I'll drink coffee all day and I'll pop Tums. Heck, I'll use Tums for coffee creamer. Get the minty ones and have me some minty coffee. Well, I don't have a clue where my other flashlight is, so if that one dies, the stream's gonna end. I'll drink now is tea with Cisco. Tea with Cisco. Love coffee too. Got recipes that you can make Starbucks coffee at home. I had a one of those Keurig K cup jobs, and I tried doing the Starbucks and the all the different coffee houses and all those places, and the only one that I liked was the friggin' Double D one. And then I found that by the time I made that stuff at home, it actually cost less for me to stop at Dunkin' Donuts and buy the cup of my favorite coffee than it did to make it at home in the Keurig. So I tend to leave the professionals to what they do. If I drink coffee at home, it's Folgers or whatever the cheap brand is that I could find. Store brand. I don't. What's the one? Maxwell House. We got some Cuban coffee here, which is pretty good. If you're new to the chat, you guys just came in. I see the numbers keep going up. Please hit the dislike button for me. Show everybody who you are. Say hi in the chat. We are here to network. So if you don't have somebody, feel free to go check out their channel. If you do decide to become a family member, come back. Say it right in the chat. I rang your bell. I knocked on your door. Whatever the case may be. No, not with Cisco. That's another thing. The Irish coffee thing. Let's put whiskey or let's put Bailey's or something in my coffee. I've always been the kind of person, because I was a drinker every day. Now I'm allergic. I have food allergies. So when I drink, I can only drink certain things, or I pay for like 4 days. But I never understood putting whiskey in your coffee, because I'm that kind of person where once I start having a drink, I tend to get drunk. Now, I don't get drunk easily. I can drink for days. But if like I see people wake up in the morning and they have their Irish coffee in the morning, they put a little whiskey in there, and I'm going, dude, you're about to go to work. Oh, that's all right. I'll drink some throughout the day. I don't want to work if I'm drinking. I don't usually ever put any kind of liquor in my coffee. It just never seemed right to me. TS Cuban coffee. What is I can't think of the name of it right now, but especially we have Little Havana, so we have Cuban everything. Cuban pulled pork sandwiches, Cuban coffee, and there is a coffee that the Cubans make that I can't think of the name of it right now. And since you brought up Cuban coffee, do you remember the name of that stuff? And if nobody in the stream right now remembers it and somebody in Memorex in the future and you hear this comment, please write it down below. What do they call their coffee, their Cuban coffee? Because we have festivals every weekend. Cuban coffee that I brought back when I went to Cuba. Well, I know I wouldn't still have that. If I brought coffee back from real Havana or anywhere in Cuba, it would be an empty bag right now. But we have, in fact, I'm going to take you guys to some festivals as soon as the hurricane passes and I get back on track. In Tampa and Clearwater and the surrounding areas, we have festivals every weekend where they have little flea markets, farmers markets kind of deal, where they sell new stuff. You buy honey and flowers and Cuban coffee. Ceviche, is that what it is? Ceviche? I don't know why that word just popped into my head. Is that it? Ceviche? Yeah, no. Is that wine or is that Cuban coffee? Cubita? No, that's not what they call it here. There's a certain name for it. Anyway, it's really good. And now, next weekend, I'm going to have to go over to St. Pete to the Vinoy Basin. They have a little farmer's market right there every weekend where all the vendors come and set up their stuff. And it's not like a flea market where people are having garage sales. I mean, this is, cutesy art stuff. They make stuff. They make jewelry and they sell honey and, all kinds of stuff. Now we're going to have to go there. Okay, I have no idea why ceviche just popped into my head. So it's a fish dish. See, that's how retarded I am. But then again, an hour ago, I couldn't get my truck into reverse. So, yeah. My kiddo hates Starbucks because it's too strong. I introduced her to the blonde roast, and she loves it now. But how do people pay $8 for a coffee? I have trouble going to McDonald's and paying $1.49 for their coffee. I've been known to walk into a McDonald's and pick up an empty coffee cup somebody left and didn't throw their trash away, rinse it out in the bathroom, and get a refill. No, I don't really do that, but I only do that at movie theaters with popcorn bags. But I have trouble paying more than $2 for a cup of coffee when you go into a Wawa or a gas station and they're talking about $3.50 for a cup of coffee. Kel, next big vlog is with you. Right on. Well, yeah, when I get my butt over there. So, cocoa spice coffee from Starbucks. I'll tell you what, the one thing I do go to Starbucks for, and now it's pretty much all over, but Starbucks still has the best recipe, is the pumpkin spice. And I think September 15th is when they start putting that back out. So in about 2 weeks, I will be at Starbucks on almost a daily basis getting their pumpkin spice. They sell it where you can buy the stuff and take it to your house and add it to your coffee, and Dunkin' Donuts sells it, and Joffrey sells it, and every other friggin' coffee shop in the world sells it now. But the only decent place that actually has the best pumpkin spice is Starbucks, as far as I'm concerned. Good night, Angie. I appreciate you staying up as late as you did. I know you were saying you were going to leave a little while ago. Pumpkin spice is out. What do you mean pumpkin spice is out? Pumpkin spice is never out. I will kill people if they take away my pumpkin spice. There are two things in this world that I wait for all year long that are food related. One is pumpkin spice and the other is eggnog. I will not make it at home. It never tastes right. I don't even try anymore. If they take away the two things I look forward to in my life, then I have no reason for living. So pumpkin spice better not ever go away ever again. I don't know how I lived without it before it came. Fright night start in 3 weeks. I should be there just in time if all goes well. I definitely need coffee tomorrow. Kids go back to school tomorrow. Yeah, I heard in different places school week starts this week. Craig, if you're still here, when do your kids go back to school, or did they already? How does it work in the UK anyway? Over here, it used to be that we all got off on the same day and we all went back to school on the same day. And then somehow in the last 25 years, all that crap changed and nobody knows when they're supposed to be in school. And if I'm not dating somebody that has kids, unless I'm trying to take somebody to a theme park, a family or something, I never know when school starts. Okay, this week. How do you go through life and not know what eggnog is? Who says they don't know what eggnog is? Used to love TA truck stop. Used to have double caffeine coffee, and I'd go all night on that. That's right, you were a trucker. I am a big TA fan, especially if I'm in the mobile RV, which on any given year, you never know what it was. The last one was an oversized 18-passenger van. The one before that was an actual RV. Now I'm in the micro camper. In the next couple of weeks, I'm switching up to a cargo construction conversion van. So I love me some TAs. And they do have good, strong coffee there. And now they have all the extra additive stuff. So I'll probably be at a TA tomorrow or the next day, depending. Love's too, but I don't like the Love's coffee so much. Somebody said they don't know what eggnog is. And that's just something you should just pull your hat down over your head and put your head down and just kind of walk away very slowly. Because eggnog, when I was a kid, I hated eggnog. And then I got somewhere around my mid-30s and I took a drink of it and then I got addicted to it like immediately. It was worse than crack. So every year I wait for those two food items. I don't wait for anything else, man. I was never a McRib fan or, over in this country we have like Seafood Fest and stuff like that. And we have Rib Fest and all kinds of crap. The only two things I wait on are pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is out. Pumpkin spice is out as in it's available now. Well, guess where as I end this thing, because there is a Dunkin' Donuts behind me. In fact, I'm half tempted to take you guys with me and go to the Dunkin' Donuts right now and get some that's Dunkin' Donuts. I'm in their parking lot. It's not a Starbucks, but it'll do. Pumpkin spice is out now. Flying J. There is in Tampa, just past where 75 meets I-4, uh, which is exit 9. I think it's exit 12. There is a Flying J across the street from TNA, a TA. We call it TNA, obviously, just for the man joke. But they're both right across the street from each other. And on my way back from Orlando, once we figure out what's going on with Dorian in the next couple of days, I'm probably going to stop there for a night, just to hang out and do the truck stop thing for a night or two because I kind of miss it. So I might do a little quick video just in Pam's honor of the truck stops. Eggnog is the best holiday drink. Like I said, I got addicted to it the first time I drank it when I was in my mid-30s. I don't remember who brought it or how I got a hold of it or whatever it was, but I took one sip and then we stole it from you. Regular eggnog are the newer ones that are flavored with vanilla. I tend to drink standard eggnog, and now I'm going to have to vlog about this. There's like 3 different brands. We have TG Lee is a company over here that makes kind of a everyday man's milk and dairy kind of stuff, and they make pretty good eggnog. And then there's a company that uses these old-timey looking cartons, and they have like a yellow color to them, the cardboard cartons, and it's got this picture of this old man and old woman on it, and I think it's called Edna's, which is really good. It's a spiced eggnog. But I don't get into the flavored eggnogs, I guess. I was almost thinking like maybe I tried it. It was regular eggnog and I don't want to mess it up because I hated eggnog my whole life and now I love it. But I'll probably get around to trying some different stuff. Extra large with a shot of turbo. There you go. That's what I'm going to get. I'm going to do a little quick 5-minute video at the Flying J and the TA just for Pam for her nostalgic sake. She used to be a truck driver, if I remember correctly, and now she does something with numbers. She's an analyst, or she's a bean counter of some sort. I don't remember exactly, but cool person, always around. I've been to. Oh, you've been to the truck stop I'm talking about right now at 75 and I-4, right? I'm guessing you have been if you were a truck driver for a long time. Probably been to them all. Padme, you were asking me a question earlier about how to become a mod. Disabled Disney is here. She is a mod for me. When you start doing live streams, you will start to see the same faces that you always do. Welcome, by the way, Padme. I haven't seen you in a few days. Thanks for coming in. Anyway, in order to make someone a mod, I'm not sure exactly how to do it on your phone. I'm guessing it's pretty close to the same thing, but I have my chat pulled up on a laptop, and if I highlight these 3 little buttons right next to someone's name, it gives me the opportunity to make them a mod, which is short for moderator. And sometimes people ask me if I need a moderator. Other times, like earlier today, I asked Ange if she wanted to mod for me, just because it seems like maybe I need to start having one, because the more people that start coming in, I'm guessing I'm going to get a few trolls from time to time. So becoming a mod is pretty easy, making somebody a mod. And I made Disabled Disney a mod on my last stream, and she's still a mod on this one. So I'm guessing until I take that away from her, she'll be a mod on any stream she comes to that I have. So as long as you know people like I trust Melissa, I know that she thinks the same way I do, and I know she's looking out for my best interest. So I'll let her be a mod for as long as she's willing to take it on, because I know she's not going to do anything to damage my channel or ban people or anything like that for doing nothing. So getting mods is pretty good. Once you get to know a few people, you're not going to have any issues. I'm going to have to learn how to do it, so when I'm on other people's streams, I can help them out too. Not going to lie, it sounds grim. It's kind of better. Accountant? Yes, sir. All right, thanks. Health claims analyst. And then I just kind of ended it with bean counter. Anything to do with numbers, I don't know. I'm no good at numbers. Hold down on name and we'll highlight green to the mods. Oh, right on. Okay. So now, because I was asking Angie earlier if she would be a mod, and I think Padme was part of that particular thread. And then she asked me how the mods worked and how you get them. And I was in the middle of some stuff at the time, and I realized now I said something to her along the lines of just ask someone, or and then I thought about it after, and I was like, well, that was kind of rude, and really there wasn't a whole lot of information there, and I didn't want her to feel that way. So I was going to go back and talk to her afterwards. But Padme, you just put out another video too, didn't you? You did don't tell me, I'm not even looking at the camera. You did a Burger King vlog, a Burger King food review or something. I almost feel like this is a game challenge. Like if I remember when I'm going through everybody's stuff, if I go to your channel and watch a video or see something you posted, like I try to remember it, and makes me feel like I don't have Alzheimer's disease if I get something right. So, Pam, I'm glad I was close on your job and the truck driver thing. I hope I was right. A few days ago, yeah, see, and I was right on her Burger King review. That's awesome. I like to try to remember as much as I can because I know it keeps me one step away from Alzheimer's disease. And I think I have early onset Alzheimer's, but I can't remember. So I'm always trying to work on keeping as many details as I can. Just make me think of Quadrophenia. We are the mods. We right. Yes, I am God. Ha. A few days ago. Cool. Vidshins. Is it in ESO? What is ESO? I can't even see anymore. I'm trying to guess at what you guys are saying. Every time it gets dark, I can't see for nothing. How do I look at a screen and not be able to see ESO? What is ESO? And Padme, there might be a few names in here that you have not checked out their channels yet. And everybody that's in my rooms tends to be from Twitter. I'm not very big on YouTube yet, so most everybody that comes to my streams are usually Twitter. So feel free to exchange Twitter links. Ask whoever's moderating. That's since you don't know about the mods. If you see Disabled Disney's name, it's in blue with a little wrench next to it. That means she's the moderator. So if you see a moderator and you know that we're in a networking stream and you know me, I don't mind. Just ask the mod to put your Twitter links up. If you try to do it yourself, YouTube will retract the message. See you, Mac. Appreciate you coming by and hanging around in the bushes. Banish them all. If I banish the few people that actually come to hear me at my live streams, I wouldn't have any friends at all, except for you guys. And then I'd really be bothering you. I'd be trying to talk to you every minute. What are you doing? What are you going on? Take me to work with you. Let's FaceTime. What do we got going on? What are we doing? What are we doing? Twitter, Pam Syme, 1973. See, I should have known by her name that she was the same age as me. And that means if you're 46, you were born, well, you were born already. You were born earlier than me. I just flipped the age number here not too long ago. So that means your birthday is pre-today. So, Pam, did you, when you were a kid, did you have a dog or a cat? And what was its name? And what's your social security number? No, I'm just joking. So we've got new videos on theme park days. We've got a Burger King food review for Padme. We've got a Thursday evening live stream for Craig on the Cobra Roll. Pam is doing her first vlog November 1st from the beach. November. We're going to have to talk about that. You're going to have to do a vlog way before then. Let's see, Jen. Hey, Jen, what's going on? Jen is the only professional writer that I know. She writes pirate books about naughty stuff. You guys heard of 50 Shades of Grey? She's 50 Shades of look at me or I'll kick your butt. But she's got a bunch of books out that she wrote, and apparently she's writing some more for her publisher. But we don't know when they're coming out just yet. And forever, she's turning around being... You were just at Disney last week, weren't you? She's got a bunch of new videos on her channel. The cool thing about Jen is that her videos are basically just about, they're very short videos about places that she goes, maybe a restaurant or some, like she was in the D23 lounge last week. She took an airboat ride. She just makes really short videos, more for her and her family to watch. She's not really a vlogger, but she's turning around and making more and more videos. So I think that, excuse me, I think YouTube is turning her into a vlogger, or will do at some point. Oh, she just got home last night. Right on. So you were in, don't tell me. You were in Homosassa, Crystal River, which is over on the west coast, just north of Tampa. And then took an airboat ride. Hey, Kel, I'm checking out for now. I appreciate you coming in, Bev. Have a good evening, and make sure you tag me on Twitter when you put up another video or when you go live, because I don't want to miss it. And I vote for purple hair. So if you're still here and you're getting ready to check out, I vote for purple hair. Do it. I want to see it. Jen is good, but her boyfriend of 3 years graduated this week, but they canceled it due to the hurricane. Oh man. She just got a sniper award, didn't she, Jen? She just got a military award. She's in boot camp, and she just got an award for her shooting skills. Am I right? What's your second channel, Pat? Oh, that's right. Padme has 2 channels. That is correct. Asteria Hauntings, I want to say. Something along those lines. Yep, it's right there. Asteria Hauntings. My kiddo's best friend got canceled because of the hurricane. Right on. Purple, huh? Yes, purple. Send pictures, send videos. Come down here and let me see it myself. Purple. Wear it to church, wear it proud. God would love it. It's the Pits. Yep, she got Sharpshooter Award. That's correct. Okay. I was telling everybody earlier, I try to remember as many details as I can about your latest videos, everybody in general, what they're up to, what's going on, because it helps me remember that I don't quite have Alzheimer's disease yet. A lot of times I'm guessing, like, I think I remember that, and I'm right, and then I feel like I just won on a game show. So that's pretty cool. His parents are on their way to see him. Is Vivid still in here? Don't you have anything better to do on a Monday evening to go talk to some girls or boys or whatever you're attracted to? Man, when I was 24 years old, if I wasn't playing games, I was chasing somebody of the gender that I liked. I feel weird. You know what? I feel really weird because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't have any problem with anybody being gay. I don't have any problem with furries. I don't have any problem with if you associate as a jet plane. But I can't keep trying to be politically correct. When I was a kid, I chased women. I played video games and I chased women and I fought. So don't you have anything better to do on a Monday night than sit in here and listen to some old dude in a truck talk bullshit? I don't have any friends in. Oh, well. If that's the case, then I'm glad you're here because you got friends here. I'm going to be trying to do live streams every day this month. And next month, I'm doing everything Halloween related. I travel around a lot. So what part of the country are you in, Vivid? If we're ever in the same neck of the woods, we can always catch up, maybe make a video kind of thing. I'm always looking for new friends, but right, Kel, gotta go do some work. I appreciate it. Keep up all the good work you do over on your other channel. Everybody, don't forget to say goodbye to Craig. Everybody that's come in lately, please smash the dislike button. I would appreciate it very much. Arizona, Bullhead City. All right, Arizona. Disabled Disney's from Arizona. Not that Arizona's like very small place, so you're probably not very close to each other, but that's one of those Alzheimer things I try to remember. So you're dealing with that 120-degree heat over there too, Vivid, huh? I can't believe the weather over there. And Disabled Disney, you just said you guys finally got two monsoon rainstorms in a row in the last 2 days in the middle of the night, so that must be good. Amanda Jean, if you're still here, Cobra Roll is who made you Butterfly. Craig from the Cobra Roll does so many people's intro videos, avatars, you name it. He's always giving something to somebody. He's a whiz at that stuff, and he gives it from the heart. He's creative. I love the fact that he does that for people, and he definitely doesn't have to do that. And he doesn't have to do it for free. So that's very cool. I don't like going outside because of the heat. I would be afraid to go outside in 120-degree heat because I would think I died and I was already halfway to hell. And since I know I'm going there anyway, I try to stay away from the heat. It's one of the reasons I want to get out of Florida. I left Florida and went to the Carolinas for a couple of years. Just recently, I've only been back a little less than 2 years. And everybody around my area, now that I moved back, and my area is about 100 square miles between Pinellas County and Hillsborough County. And anywhere I go, people are like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been?" And, well, I was in Carolinas for 2 years. And they go, "Really? I didn't know there was a prison there." So I think people might have a bad idea about me, but I was not in prison. I was not incarcerated in any way, shape, or form. I just decided that I wanted to change, and I went up to the Carolinas and ended up being there for 2 years. And all I could think about was getting back to Florida. And then when I got here, all I could think about is getting back out of here. And normally I'm in Florida about 6 months out of the year, and then I travel a bit. But I think it's time for me to check out some more of the country. I love Orlando. I love Disney, but there's Disney in California. There's theme parks across the country. And I think it's just time for me to check places out. And I wanted to go to Arizona, and I'm going to go through Arizona. But when I was looking at the weather the other day, and I've been talking to Melissa from Disabled Disney, and she's been telling me about the heat and what's been going on out there and the lack of rain. I don't know that I want to settle in Arizona for very long. Do you miss the UK? Went to truck driving school in Philly, huh? That's how I spell Phoenix too, Pam. That's all right. That's that stupid autocorrect. But who are you saying Phooey to on a continual basis that your autocorrect decided to put Phooey instead of Phoenix? Like Phooey is that Phooey. So who are you talking to with the word Phooey often enough that autocorrect remembered that? Walking is hard with the heat. Breathing would be hard with the heat. Breathing down here is hard with the heat, man. You suffocate down here. Disneyland was so cool. How'd you like the Carolinas? Y'all know me. You know I don't pull punches. I tell it like it is. The Carolinas sucked. Not nature. I loved the nature part of it. I loved all the scenery. I loved hills. I loved trees. I loved the weather. I was cold the first winter. I wouldn't like walk away from the wood burning stove. But the people there, I was not too far. I was in the Carolinas. I'm not going to say where, but the people were about 30 years behind the times. It was still legal to beat your wife there. And I know it to be true because I was a bouncer at a bar there for a little over a year when I first got there. Because they found out who I was. It was the best bar in town, and my brother and I would go to the bar, and we were talking one night. Somebody recognized me, and anyway, I got the job. But the girls with eyes bruised all over them. It was legal to beat your wife. They were the most racist people I've ever seen. And for those of you that don't know, you will eventually see him. But I have a stepbrother who is African American. He's blacker than a struck match. He's an Oreo. He's black on the outside and white on the inside. And he would come to visit me when he got off of work because my bar closed later than his. And there'd be 6 people outside partaking in herbal enjoyment, and they'd be sitting there telling racist jokes, and they'd look over at him and go, "Oh, but no offense." They didn't even care. So the people dis in the area that I was in. Now I'm sure that not all of it is like that. I was not in in the back country whatsoever. Um, I was in a town where a very famous American college football team is. Uh, this was not a small town. This was no smaller than Tampa. This was no smaller than where I am now. But the people were just horrible. They were racist. They were abusive to family members. They were just I didn't like it, and that's one of the reasons why I had to get out of there. My brother left after we went up there originally together. I think he was there for about 9 months, and then he left because he couldn't take the races. I mean, he was afraid for his life. And he's no small guy. He's 6'4" and 280 pounds. He's built like a linebacker. He fights like Peter McNeely, but he looks scary. Um, but he left because he couldn't take the racism and he couldn't take the bull. And when they first begged me to take that job, after they found out who I was, the first thing that they said to me was, "No blacks, no browns, white people only." And I said, "Stick your job up your browns. Not interested." And they tracked me down and they bugged me for about 2 weeks and they offered me crazy amounts of money, cash daily to work there. Like I said, I've been doing this a long time. I have a reputation as a bouncer all over the country. Um, and I finally said, "Listen, I'll take the job, but I'm letting in who I'm letting in. I'm not gonna be racist at the door. I'm not gonna tell certain people they can't come in and then lie to them and say, well, you're not dressed appropriately or whatever." And this area had shootings on a daily basis. This particular area, if you really want to know and you get really creative, I was in South Carolina, and it is the worst gun violence county in the entire United States. It is the highest per capita shootings. That's as much information as I'll give you. And there were shootings literally every day, every night at the bars. There were biker gangs. There was 3 rival biker gangs in the town. The Peckerwoods, the Hells Angels, and another one. And there was constant violence and constant problems, and that's why they were paying me such exorbitant amounts of money to work there. And the first thing I did was clean up the bar. The bikers would come in with machetes strapped to their legs. Now, you got to turn that in, Haas. Well, can I keep my little pig sticker knife? No, turn it in. They're turning guns into me, and I'm going, dude, you can take the gun outside and put it in your bike. And they're going, no, I trust you with it. Somebody will steal it out of the bike. So they're leaving guns, machetes, knives with me. We got bikers in one side of the bar. We've got ghetto wannabes on the other side of the bar, college kids from the famous college football team I was telling you about. And literally the place, we maxed out at 400 people, and there was only 2 of us. I ran security and I had backup. And they didn't know what they were doing. And it was a bad place. I lost 2 teeth. I got stabbed in the leg. I've been shot at in that bar. It was not a great place to work, and that's why they paid me a lot of money. And I cleaned up the bar. It took me about 30 days. Everybody would turn in their weapons if they didn't leave them in the car. Nobody cared about carrying guns or knives or anything in that town. And I absolutely refused to say, you can't come in because of the color of your skin. There were certain things that I would stick with. You can't come in wearing certain gang colors, that kind of thing. Jose, what's going on, buddy? PJ, nice to see you. Oh, we got another haunted trucking raid. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Julie, Fallen Angel, thank you everybody for coming in. I so appreciate it when you guys organize a raid. Thank you, Ghost Dog, for that. I so appreciate it. I will be coming and checking out your stream. I'm going to be ending mine soon and getting some dinner. And if you're still on, I'm going to come by and see if you guys are doing a spirit box tonight, because we've been on here a little longer than we should have already. And I'm doing it by flashlight in my mobile studio. But thank you so much for coming in. Does anybody here is Ghost Dog doing any spirit box stuff tonight? We doing EVPs. We doing EMPs. What do we got going on over there? So that I know. I love it, buddy. I love it. I'm so glad when you do that. And as soon as I get a couple of more mods, I'm gonna have to keep out watch for when you're doing yours, so we can come raid you. Kel, how tall and story behind what? How tall? I'm 5'11", and if you're asking about the tat on my arm, that's it's the only tat I have, and it's my family symbol. And I don't have any family left, and I'm pretty much the end of my bloodline, with the exception of my daughter, who does not carry on the name. And I got that about, let's see, I've had the earrings for 30 years, and I've never changed them. I pierced the ears myself. I got the tattoo probably about 20 years ago, but it is it's in my country. If I walk down the road with a short sleeve shirt on like I have right now, people will recognize the symbol and recognize the family. They will not. It's not like you have to walk up and say, well, "You look familiar to me." They would recognize the symbol of whoever has it. And since I'm not exactly, I would just wear long sleeve shirts where I come from, the country I come from. So it is what it is, but that's what that is. It's what's left of my family. My whole family's dead. Last I heard, there were a few aunts and uncles that might still be poking around, but it's not very likely. Few cousins somewhere in the world, don't have a clue. No brothers and sisters, no nothing, just my daughter. There might be a couple of nieces and nephews, but I have no idea. So that's pretty much all I have in my family. And actually, my second wife talked me into putting it on. So she said, "Be proud of who you are. You don't understand. It's a visual symbol. You don't understand." But that's where it came from. And I just got used to not having to hide it anymore. So, Julie Murray, I appreciate you coming in as part of the raid. Everybody in here is happy to network, grab channels, let them know you rang their bell, knocked on their door, whatever. Jose, is Ghost Dog doing Spirit Box stuff tonight? Is his live still going on? Or did you go to Twitter and find everybody and have them come over here and beat down my door? Which I appreciate either way, and I love it when Ghost Dog raids me like that. We've got to return the favor, buddy. Whether we're on your stream or mine, we've got to go return the favor. Because that's twice he got me, and I haven't got him yet. And look at that. Look, everybody came in, smashed the like button, loving it, loving it. Your brother passed on. Everybody's passed on. Everybody that I ever knew is passed on. I may have met a couple of cousins at one point. I don't really know. And I think I met a niece and a nephew at one point, and that was 20 years ago. And last I heard, I have a nephew that might be in prison for some crazy stuff. So I don't know. The family just kind of disbanded when we got to America, and when we all got old enough to get away, we all disbanded. There's a lot of long stories behind it, which I don't talk about, but this is the only thing I have, a family, and I make family wherever I go. I make family with the people that want to be my family, so it's all the same to me. Holidays are what I make of it. Christmas is what I make of it, which is why I care so much about families in need, and why I care so. Move away from your family and you meet someone else and you make a family. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Any relationship in the world is based on outside of your family. And then people say, well, blood's thicker than water and blood should look out for you. Family drives you crazy. Family expects way too much. Family only calls when they need something. Family has gotten a bad rap, but to those of us that know what family truly is those people that we can talk to when we need it. Family is those people that support us when we're involved in a new endeavor. Family are those people that look out for us even when we don't ask for help or we don't want their help. I don't like to accept help from anybody, and I do my best never to have to. Which is why over the last 6 months since I've been started this channel and everything else, people keep saying, where can I donate money? And I get things sent to me in the mail, and Disabled Disney sent me some awesome park maps and a great button, which I have as part of my button collection that they made with their name on it. Stuff like that's really cool to get. Somebody sent me a camera. There are things that are nice to get to say thank you. But when it comes down to family, I'm that person that's always helping other people, not accepting things in return. But family is the group of friends that you surround yourself with that has your back, and they know you need it even when you don't ask for it, even when you don't want it. They're the ones that allow you to grieve after you break up with someone or you lose someone, and say, okay, well, you've grieved enough. Now I'm going to kick your butt, put on some clothes. We're going to go out and do this and have some fun and get back to life. That's what family is. Family has nothing to do with blood. Family is to do with the people that care about you and the people that you care about in return. All right. Lost the feed. Sorry, Pam. Uh-huh. Let's see. Hang on with me, guys. All right, guys. I'm gonna cut out of here because I've been on here for a little over 2 hours. I appreciate everybody coming in. You guys can all find me on Twitter. Disabled Disney, I'm gonna message you on Twitter in a minute. I need to talk to you. I appreciate everybody coming by. Sorry I rambled for so long. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.